Hi, today we're going to talk about surveys, and in particular, how can we use Google Forms to create a student-teacher survey or a course evaluation. Now we're at the beginning of the 5th, 6th week, so it's probably a good time to start thinking about how do you want to evaluate your entire school year. And I've put together a Google Doc with some sample questions that I found online. Now you can use these questions to create your own Google Classroom survey. Now the video will walk you through how to create a linear scale, how to create a checkbox question, and how to add a short answer question in Google Form. Remember, at the end of the day, what we want is to hear from the students and to see what practices we did well in and how we can improve. Let's get started. We're going to open Google Forms and go to blank. And from here, we follow the same steps as we normally would if we were making a quiz. But now we're going to create a survey. And we can put class survey. And now you can decide what kind of questions you want. Now, I would suggest having a variety of questions, not just multiple choice questions, but what is really cool about forms is they give you this option to do a linear scale. So we can ask this question, how do you enjoy the material for this lesson? Not helpful at all, very helpful. We can add another question. And now here we can give the students an opportunity to go ahead and voice their opinion and give feedback. Perhaps they've seen something in another class that might be beneficial, that they found helpful. They can let you know here with this short answer question what you should do to modify your lesson. Now we can also add a checkbox. And we can put the video, the lecture, the reading. So whatever material you want them to judge as the best or what they enjoyed the most, you can use this option here. So here we have 3 different types of questions that we can get a lot of feedback from and design better lessons in the future. Now once we're done, we're going to click on send and we're going to copy the link. And now we can either post this link in the Google Classroom or we could assign it as a quiz. But I would suggest using the link and posting it in the Google Classroom and leaving it open as a material instead of an assignment. You could assign extra credit for filling this out. Many college classes, the professors do offer some sort of incentive for this feedback. When we click on the eye icon, we can take the survey ourselves. And then we submit. So now when we go back and we look at our responses, we can see that we have our responses. The interesting thing about using the linear scale and the checkbox is that we'll see graphs to represent our information. Now, once you have the feedback done, you can create a spreadsheet and your responses will be populated to that spreadsheet and you can look at the different answers. In order to keep track of who filled out the survey, you can collect the email address as the students fill the survey out. So you have those 2 options. So that is the basics on how to create a course survey or a class survey, or you can even do this after a lesson or a project to help you gather more information and decide how you would change the lesson in the future. So remember, course evaluations are about getting feedback from your students. Now, sometimes as teachers, we like to have control over what goes on in the classroom, and opening up ourselves to the critiques and perhaps criticism of the students might feel uncomfortable. But I guarantee you, you will learn a lot from listening to what they have to say. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you again next time.